Hi everyone, welcome. That sounded so. Wait, that actually sounded really bad.
It's okay.
Hey. How do we start this normally?
Usually we say our names.
Hi, it's Katie.
And it's Molly.
And this is the Red Chucks podcast.
And you're our listener.
Anyway. Welcome to episode 7 of the pod. We have 6 more episodes before this, so... Also, we... 6-7. Also, 6-7. Yes, today's podcast... We're just talking about stuff and things.
Yeah.
Very weird list of things we're going to be talking about today, but...
Kind of a hodgepodge episode.
Yes. So, okay, let's start first with our friendship deep dive. Each episode.
Every single day.
Every day. Each episode, we like to give you a little deep dive on things that have happened in the past of our friendship. Things like inside jokes, or how we met, or things that are just important to all of us. Today, that would have been August of 24.
That's my next choice.
Anyway, today's episode, we are talking about probably the weirdest piece of lore. I'd probably say the weirdest. This kind of came out of nowhere. It is talking...
Sorry.
Today we go through Molly's notes app. No, yes. Today's lore is a little, narrative called Ron, Darcy, and Lucinda. Okay, this was a time to be had. It sprung from a sleepover we had at our friend Abby's house, where we just made characters called Ron, Lucinda, and what was the other one? Darcy. I'm trying to look it up. I found it.
Oh, bless.
It's not shared with you. It's just mine. Okay.
Oh, that's why I couldn't find it.
Here it is.
Okay.
6%.
That's okay.
So, we have... Okay, if you've ever seen the game Gang Beast, you ragdoll, you dress up as things, and you fight. We decided... My go-to is always being an old person. I think it's hilarious seeing Grandma beat up on other people. So, we were playing the game... And I was Grandma, and then I kind of convinced Abby and Molly to all be, like, old people. That being said, we created this whole narrative from playing the game and shouting things at each other. And so we have a whole notes app, bullet pointed, of just random crap that came out of here. So, would you like to start?
Yeah. So, basically my character was Ron, Katie's Lucinda.
Yes.
And
Abby was Darcy.
You remember her 2 episodes ago.
Cute little redhead.
She was Darcy. So that kind of sets the stage. And, as we're screaming, this comes out. So Katie, Lucinda, Lucille,
That's what Ron would call Lucinda.
Ron always calls Lucinda
He has
Lucille.
dementia, I think.
I think so.
Yeah,
but she married Ron for the money. Ron was rolling in the dough. And Lucinda, as an old home girl, knew what she wanted. And that was money. And Ron had it, so I guess she wanted Ron. Right? And so, but it's important to remember, Lucinda, of course, had a childhood best friend. Could you guess who? It's Darcy.
Have you ever heard Betty, Cardigan, and August on Folklore, Taylor Swift songs? This is a lot like that love triangle, if you're familiar. Anyway. Do you want me to?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know where this fits in the narrative, but Ron makes a speech about a date with Darcy. I don't know what that means, but... And Darcy is Ron's side chick. That's the big thing. This is not good. Little cheating scandal going on. Do you want to do the next 2?
So Ron was spotted with Darcy's daughter, Karen. So not only is Ron he's a married man to Lucinda. But he also was seen as side piece as Darcy, but was then also seen with Darcy's daughter, Karen.
And Karen's last name is
Karen, yeah.
And Karen, Darcy's daughter, is Karen, yeah. Oh, wait. Yes, Karen,
We made 2 bullet points for the same thing. So, I guess Darcy, yeah. Karen, yeah.
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 You want to take the next one?
I specifically remember you making this up. I'm like 95% sure. I think this was kind of grounded in reality because we were at Abby's house and she has this dog that is feral. And we hate on the dog like no one's business. Anyway, so Lucinda sent a dog to kill Ron, but it only just broke his hand. Like it didn't, which I think that adds to the ragdollingness of Gang Beast.
Yeah. So, kind of considering age-wise, Lucinda's 89-ish, right? Darcy is 79.
Younger woman.
And we don't know how old Ron is. But we do know that Ron was in a war. Was in the war. The war. Whichever one you think of when I say the war, he was in that one.
Well, if he's... How old... We don't know how old he is, so we can't tell you which war he was in. I like the next point.
Ron pays off women. What does he pay him off for? I couldn't tell you. And the women, I don't think would tell you either, because they've been paid off. But Ron pays him off.
The next one, I think...
is rooted...
The last one is so... We never finished this note. Anyway, the second to last one, the only fully finished one, is Darcy is a dumb...
All caps.
All caps, dumb.
Stupid. If you will.
Well, I guess she's the side chick, and the daughter's also the side chick, so that's pretty dumb, I'd say.
Yeah.
You have to be dumb to let that happen.
Yeah.
And then do you want to do the last one?
Let me just read you the last one. Ready?
Right.
Ron thinks... That's it. That's all you get. Ron thinks.
This is 2 years old. Well, a year and a half old.
I'm 4 years old.
Youngest person ever. Yeah. So, that's the lore. Ron, Lucinda, and Darcy.
I think we'll have to bring it back someday.
Iconic.
And
Can we do a gaming channel?
where we bring back Ron, Lucinda, and Darcy. We have alter egos for the channel.
We dress up as them and everything. That'd be great. Anyway.
I think with
Dress
that,
gaming.
we gotta get into some not sponsors for the day.
Not sponsored.
For me, today's not sponsor is the Summer I Turned Pretty series. If you've only watched it on Amazon Prime, don't talk to me. I'm talking about the book series. The book series that's rooted in the early 2000s, you know. We can talk if you've read the books. We can talk if you've seen the show. But if you've only seen the show, we can't talk. It's great. It's addictive. And I was reading it this afternoon, sitting on the deck with my mom, and I was screaming at Conrad.
And her mom's reading it while we film this podcast.
Yeah.
Most likely.
So, no spoilers. I'm only in the second book, which is the equivalent of... I've only seen the first season of the show. So, no spoilers, because that's just rude. And I don't need that.
By the time this comes out, though, at the rate she's doing it,
I might be finished. But, it's really good, and you'll have to let me know if you have seen it, just with the team name, if you're Team Conrad or Team Jeremiah. But I won't talk about it again, unless Jenny Han wants to sponsor me.
If Jenny Han sponsors us, I'll cry. Anyway, this episode is not sponsored by Carnival Cruise Line. I was just on a cruise, 8 days, and let's just say we talked about the Titanic last episode. Not to be crazy, this was the second Titanic. If you've seen the Netflix documentary Poop Cruise, this is the second Poop Cruise, okay? I'm chilling, you know, it's the last night of the cruise. We are on our way home. We are hugging the coast of the U.S. And I'm chilling. I'm on Instagram Reels because we have the internet package. And in order for me to chill, I stay up really late on the cruise, later than my family, so I can steal the internet from them because it's only one device at a time. And so I'm on the internet package, I'm watching Instagram Reels, and something cuts out. And I look around and I'm like, the glow of, I have this battery pack, it glows when it lights up, or when it charges, and it was charging. And I'm like, why did that shut off? And I realized air conditioning also shut off. That's pretty scary. And so basically we lost power in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean for 45 minutes. And I also realized the light wasn't coming on underneath the door like it normally does from the hallway, because they keep the hallways lit all the time because drunk people, partiers, they don't get home at normal times, so they have to keep it well lit so they don't like die and trip. Anyway, so the emergency light's on in the hallway, and that's really creepy. Within 30 minutes we get an announcement of the PA system that they're trying to get it back on. And then within the 45-minute mark, it was back on, and we were fine. So, big W for the Carnival Cruise Line. Also, because of that, we couldn't go into the bay to port until we had the Coast Guard on our tails to stop us if we were to start floating around because we lose power again. So, we got an extra meal on the cruise. We got lunch, even though normally you leave after breakfast. So, yeah, Carnival Cruise Line, way to go. We got 3 more trivias out of it, too. It was a lot of fun. So, this is sponsored by Carnival Cruise, because even if something scary happens, it'll still be fun at the end of the day with Carnival Cruise. I think their thing is choose fun. Fun ships. Even when you lose power. Anyway.
That's why we have a fun ship.
True. Okay. the next thing.
Just gonna brief over this. This isn't new. This has probably been done. And we don't care, because it's new and fresh for us. So it's relevant to us, so it's going to be relevant for you. And
it's not new or fresh for us.
Well,
did you watch it for the first time recently?
No.
Oh, okay.
I rewatched it.
Okay, yeah.
We're going to be doing a little bit of a movie review, or just kind of yapping about this movie that we've both been talking about more recently for some reason.
We're like psychopaths. We're reiterating this again.
It is called Pitch Perfect.
Please don't stop.
Please don't stop.
Please don't stop
the music. Wow, the bad boys of acapella are back. Okay, Pitch Perfect, just summing it up, if you don't know what the movie is, it is about college acapella groups. And
need I say more?
Fun fact, I know someone who was in a college acapella group.
Never seen the movie, though.
And they have not seen the movie, which is diabolical.
If I arrive to college next year and I do not see a single acapella group, I'm moving back home.
Be prepared.
She went to the college I'm going to.
I know.
For a little clarification.
Pitch Perfect is a really interesting movie, and I think it had a very interesting impact on culture.
Uh-huh.
And the way we view things. I think acapella is something that's well known to people because of Pentatonix and this movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Pentatonix, I think, Pentatonix walked so that...
You're wrong, you know. Because Pentatonix was in the second one. So they were probably...
Pitch Perfect ran and walked, okay?
Yeah, they both ran and walked so each other could as well.
Yeah.
I think they just
simultaneously They ran the race together, I guess.
Yeah.
It's...
I don't know what came first, the chicken or the egg. Yeah. Pitch Perfect.
Thoughts and opinions about it? I guess I'll start. I don't know.
Sure.
I really liked the movie. That's why we're talking.
No way!
I know. I actually
crazy.
liked it. I really think it's interesting, just different moments from that movie that live in my head. Any of the Aka jokes, like Aka excuse me, or it's my jam, my lady jam. Well, she's butt naked in the shower, right? Different scenes like this, or Fat Amy during the finales, where she's like, excuse me,
I might drink a little more than I should tonight.
I mean, Fat Amy as a character, I think, was kind of breaking the mold in that era. Like,
she kind of created, like, Bean Camp.
Bean Camp? What is Bean Camp?
Being camp? Have you ever heard of, like, camp as an adjective?
What?
You've never heard of camp as an adjective? Okay. Camp is, like, when you kind of, like, ease into the stereotype. So, like, that movie is very camp because it's, like, it knows what it is. It knows it's not seriously. So she created Being Camp because she's like, I am fat and that's my personality. So deal with it, you know? And camp's just, like, it's very being, like, unapologetically, like, kind of goofy.
Oh, yeah, that's Fat Amy.
And Fat Amy is camp. For real.
She very much is just, like, an interesting character. Like, usually...
So you skinny chicks don't call me it behind my back. Isn't that why
so you skinny chicks don't call it behind my back. But it's worse. Fat Patricia! I like the line where she gets... the Bumper throws a cheesecake at... Or, Bumper throws a burrito at Fat Amy. And then she goes, I swear, I'm gonna finish him like a cheesecake.
I like that hype and shot.
I've been shot. I've been shot. And then Cynthia comes over and she's like, here, mouth to mouth. She's like, and we're sitting up. We're sitting up. We're okay. We're breathing.
Can we... I'm just gonna go into this conversation and just be like... I just like ships, I fear. The ship between Becca and Jesse, it is very realistic in, like, a weird way. Like, I don't know. I just love that ship.
Golden Retriever and Black Cat.
Yeah, but it's also just, like, they're just, like, very chill. And, like, we barely see any of them, but, like, it's so natural, you, like, would actually believe it. And, like, they're not, like, she's not, like, I love you, Jesse, like, during their performance. But she shows her love for him by being, like, the things you introduced me to, I love them, too. And, like, that's what makes us us. And so that's what she... I said, la, 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 la. Like, that was the moment when she goes, when you walk on by, will you call my name? When you walk on by, will you call my name? And he goes, and she goes, oh, chills.
Iconic.
Chills.
Or even, like, Aubrey Posen, her character development of, like, being so hard for things because of her father, and, like, you know, working people to a point that it's not fun. Like, this group's supposed to be fun, and it's no longer fun. And her realizing that when she plays into people's talents and gifts, and when people are having fun, then that's when they won, you know? Mm-hmm. And even later in other movies, like, I guess going off into the cinematic universe, like, she goes on to, like, get this camping director role that, like, fits her personality perfectly.
She's like a drill sergeant.
Basically.
Great.
And so, I don't know, I love that.
We're not going to talk about the third movie for two reasons. She hasn't seen it, and I have nothing to say about the third movie.
Nothing good to say.
I already spoiled some stuff to her because it's actually insane, but...
I was shocked.
She went, what?
I think if you're going to watch the third movie, you need to keep in mind that this started as a movie about a college a cappella group.
Exactly.
And the first movie is about the rebuilding year, you know?
And the second is the fall from grace and rebuilding from that. And the third, whatever the heck the Warner Brothers or Sony or whoever wanted.
But I think it's important to remember, at the end of the day, Pitch Perfect is about an a cappella group.
Yeah.
A cappella groups that then narrow down into one.
Yeah. Do you know what I just realized?
What?
I didn't realize. My bad. I saw it on a reel.
The caveat.
Is Marcelo Hernandez, you know, from SNL.
Mm-hmm.
He was in in the first episode, the first Pitch Perfect, he's in one of the a cappella groups.
Really?
I saw a picture of it on a reel. It was like, did you guys know Marcelo is literally... Anyway.
He's in the Pitch Perfect cinematic universe.
Domingo himself. He should have been Domingo.
Hey, Matt.
Anyway.
That's Pedro Pascal. Sorry.
That is.
That's...
Hey, Matt. Came all this way. I had to explain. Direct from...
Right.
He's Ronaldo, right? Anyway. Yeah. Pitch Perfect. 100% recommend. I'm actually surprised I was able to watch that at like 14. It has some comments that are pretty sexual in nature.
I can see their toner through those jeans. Toner?
Don't finish that.
If you know, you know.
You know. Okay.
Right.
Our 1, our 5, and our 10-year plans from what we would imagine our lives to be like. My 1-year plan. I'll be finishing my first year on campus at college. Hopefully, I will have somewhat of friends. I will have new friends, and I will have learned a lot. I don't know what I'll do in the summer. Who knows? 5 years. Hopefully getting close to getting married, if not married. Who knows? Maybe getting a house, being fulfilled in my career as a children's pastor, finding a nice job. 10 years, kids. Maybe, probably only, maybe 2 at that point. It depends. Maybe 2 at that point. I would like 3. House, still fulfilling my career. If I have 2 young children, I would probably try to move to part-time or work a lot from home. That's my plans. Boom.
Nice. For me, 1 year. I'd like to be engaged. Yep. Want to be engaged. And preparing to graduate college. Yeah. 5 years, I would like to be married by then. I really hope. I don't see why I wouldn't be. I feel like I'll get engaged in the next year. But 5 years, I would like to be in my dream house. If you know, you know. If you don't, that's fine. But I'd like to be in my dream house. I would like to be in a church position or ministry position, some kind of leadership in ministry. I wouldn't care if that was full-time or part-time. 5 years from now, I hope I'm still not at my current job. Not that I don't like it. I'm not saying that. I do. I really like it. But it's just not forever. And I really hope in 5 years from now, I'm not still there. I mean, 1 year from now, that's fine. But, like, 5 years, no. No, sir.
Get her out of there.
10 years from now, I would be 30. So that's right around the time I want to start having kids. I don't know. I just like the idea of having a long life with my husband before I have children. And I don't know. My parents were older when they had me. And I had found a lot of value in that. And so, yeah. I think 10 years, I definitely will be in a pastoral position, hopefully senior pastor position. I don't think I'd want to get into one right away, but 10-year mark for now seems pretty good. I'd want to be, I would want to be finished with my master's at this point. Maybe looking for further education to get my doctorate, I don't know. And then starting to have kids. And by then, hopefully being in my dream house if I'm not already. So...
yeah.
I think that's my life, what I want.
There's our blueprints.
Let's see.
We'll visit this in 10 years.
We'll reevaluate.
We'll visit this in
1,
5,
5,
and 10 years. Okay. That being said, do you want to sign us out?
I think so. This was a shorter episode today. But that's kind of sometimes how life goes.
Our past 2 episodes have been over an hour, so it's okay, guys.
You need a break from us. It's okay. Just say it. It's fine. But we love you guys. We do. Probably. I'm assuming. I don't know. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe, put on your notification bell, dong, so that you know when we post, things like that. And if you're listening to this on Spotify and or watching, because we also have our video clips with Spotify, you should give us a follow and leave us a review and give us 5 big stars on Spotify. Because we have 4 feet, but we have 1 big heart.
1 big heart.
And we want you to follow us on this journey so that you can remember in 1, 5, and 10 years to come back to this moment.
Exactly.
So, anyways, see you guys later.
Bye. Bye.